Ignorance is bliss video.
Ignorance is bliss. That's what I'm talking about in this video. Good to know. It's 6:34 in the morning. Got to bed at 12:30 last night. I feel surprisingly okay, and I'm looking forward to this run. As you know, sometimes this early on a Saturday morning, I can be Mr. Krabby Crabberson. Okay, let's go. Ooh, wait, coffee's out ready. My coffee maker's set to auto, and I got up before it went on. I could go over there and I could turn the button on, but I kind of like to see it turn on automatically. Does that make me kind of... Good morning. Good morning, doll. I'm gonna go for a run. I'll see you in a bit, okay? All right. Good morning to you. Running at Jug Handle State Park. That tree, that tree right there came down in the last storm, blocked off the whole parking lot. We had to pause for the view. It's pretty great. There it is. Look at the camera.
Stairs.
We have had storm after storm. This weather is awesome. What? Where? What a day. There we go. Goodbye, miss.
Bye.
Have a lovely day.
Man.
Thanks for getting me off my ass. 4 and change. That was a great run. And nice to not have rain. And now I'm going to the market to buy stuff for my famous, world famous, red beans and rice. And by world, of course, I mean the actual world. Yes, 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 yes. Yep, yep, and yes, yep. Yes, baked right in town. Yes, okay. By the way, we're having people over, so it's not like Lisa and I are gonna tackle a 12-pack. Just paid, walking out, get a text of things that we need from the market. I do not have the desire to go back in there. I gotta get the red beans on the stove. It's a 3-hour process, I gotta get that going. Like fine scotch, you cannot rush the red beans process. How are you, chicken?
Did you get the other text?
Yeah, too late. I missed it. I walked out of the market before the text came in. Hi, Big Dog. Hi, Big Dog. I brought you home your father.
Yeah, but what did you get?
Yeah. So she asked if she could vacuum. And that makes me as a parent go, I don't know, I have no idea how to assess that. Lucky for you guys, red beans and rice, Cajun. It's a specialty, as I said. Now some of you are going, well, where's Lisa? Yeah, you know what? I don't need Lisa for this, okay? Lisa Schmisa on the red beans and rice. This is my baby, my baby. But this whole thing, I gotta deal with this before I even get started. Okay, pretty simple recipe, you guys, and very easy to make. You just got to remember to soak the beans ahead of time. So I soaked those last night and they are ready to go. Here's what they look like soaked. Very exciting. I'm gonna rinse them, cover them back up with water, get those going to a boil while I do all the cutty choppy stuff. Here we go. 4 stalks of celery. Really 4 onions, says 4 medium. I got 2 largish. 7, count them, 7 cloves of garlic. Listen, if you're gonna hold back on garlic, you have no business in the kitchen. Chop all that stuff. Put it in the pot that's already started boiling, and then just rock and roll for like 2 hours. So definitely teary-eyed, but I want you to know it has nothing to do with the onions. I was just reminiscing about the end of Some Kind of Wonderful, the way that Watts, like he's running down the street, Eric Stoltz, and then she gets the... All the stuff I chopped, going in. Onions, celery and bell pepper, 7 cloves of garlic, minced. More water to cover everything. Okay, bring that to a boil, back down to a simmer, and then go write a book on healthy family. Oh wait, that's me. But I'll see you in 2 hours. You know I'm busy slaving away in the kitchen, and now you're
watching movies.
Now you're distracting me and making me come out here to help you. What do you have to say for yourself? Who's doing the cooking today?
Yeah, who's moving manure today?
Okay, that was disgusting.
And how often do you get back to the States?
Okay, that was awesome. I just did an interview for an upcoming podcast. You guys are gonna freaking love it. If you've heard my 100th episode, which was a long time ago, you might remember what I did on that one. I'm doing it again. You're throwing pebbles at the window. My God, I will come out with you. I'll be right down. Don't tell my parents. I don't know, who are you looking for? Rena. Spices, thyme. It's been simmering for like an hour and a half and it's getting thick. And then you sort of add the spices like about a half hour, 45 minutes before, and continue simmering it for that much longer, like 30 minutes, and then boom. I like to get it done a couple hours ahead of time because it gets to kind of fester, but in a good way. Himalayan salt, thyme, bay leaves, oregano. That's really it, but cayenne pepper. So what I do is I get it all done, then I put half in another pot, and I do that with cayenne, and then I leave a pot without cayenne for people who are more sensitive, or as I like to call them, in case you want to know like exact amounts, I'll leave the thing in the thing. Cayenne pepper from Onion Papas. Go! Run like the wind, friend! Run like the wind! I just realized we're out of cayenne pepper. So like a little nutrition tangent here. Notice no oil, all whole plants, beans, brown rice, onions, garlic, celery, bell pepper. But if you watched my shopping little ditty, you notice a little bit of white bread. For those of you who are afraid of blood sugar spikes or glycemic index, which is kind of old news, know that it's about the entire meal together. So if you're eating something predominantly whole foods, and we're gonna have a salad tonight too, by the way. So you got a salad, beans and rice, green onions on top, a little bit of Daiya cheese, that's junk food, and the white bread, and probably a little bit of, earth balancey kind of stuff on the white bread. It all goes in together. And so it's the entirety of the whole meal. It's the fiber content of the whole meal. It's not like you eat it and your body goes, okay, great, I'm gonna put the white bread over here for now. I'm gonna digest all the other stuff, and then I'm gonna digest just the white bread and just get jacked up on high blood sugar. That's just not how it works. It all goes in, and if most of your meal is of stuff with fiber, you're gonna get. Look at that. Oh yeah, there it is. Red beans and rice, salad, little bread on the side. I'm just now starting to get to the race that's coming up April 22nd. Sold out in a week, which is pretty cool. And I'm just kind of getting the ball rolling on getting stuff and ordering things. I was gonna come down and just kind of show you what's what and go through some stuff. One of the sponsors last year sent these powder shake mixy things, protein, blah, blah, blah. I had some left over in a sealed plastic bin. Rats had chewed through the sealed plastic bin and just eaten all the bags of powder, just all of them. Turns out even rats are nutty nut about protein. Hi, Hillary.
Hi!
They're the ones that came over for the red beans and rice. I Scott, what do you have to say? Scott, you haven't been on the vlog. You haven't been on the. Wow, that's so disturbing. You haven't been on the vlog lately. Why not? Why have you been avoiding my vlog? Why have you been avoiding?
Because I'm not small stepping.
More on that book in another video, but I'm loving it so far. And it just was right place, right time for me, so I'm digging it. Oh, that's adorable. You made that out of pipe cleaners?
Hillary did.
Which one are you making, honey?
I'm making a gray puppy.
The gray puppy? What are you making these for?
Valentine's Day for my class. I need to make 18 of them.
This coffee cup is my ultimate favorite coffee mug. 1995, Lisa and I got married and went to Greece. Boom, cup from 1995. 22 years old, almost 22. Well, that can't be good. Every so often people fall off these cliffs or they get too close and a big wave hits, and there's plenty of signs, but that never stops anybody.
Is there any blue pieces?
This place is called Glass Beach. Apparently it was a dump site years and years and years ago, and now the sand and waves have ground down the waste into little, well, at least the glass waste, into little bits of glass, so it's called Glass Beach. When I moved here 10 years ago, this thing was full of cool pieces of glass, and then it just got all pilfered. So that's just one of the things we do very well. Do I think ignorance is bliss? No, I do not think ignorance is bliss. All in all, I think it's better the more we know, especially when it comes to our own health and happiness, things that we can learn about ourselves. Is all knowledge easy to deal with? No, of course not. And some of the things that come up when we want to improve our lives are difficult to admit. Why I tell people the small step and take it easy is because as you're in this process, you are learning more about yourself, and some of that knowledge, it kind of freaks you out, or it's, you know, you've been pushing it down for so long and now it comes up and you got to deal with it. But how is that not the most empowering thing? To learn something and deal with it. To learn something about yourself and then act on that thing. That is the power of knowledge. In the short term, knowing something causes us some struggle, causes us some more work, fine, but big picture, getting to know what you want out of your life, getting to know who you are is never a bad thing. It's how you evolve. Come on, girl.
Look at these giant green rocks in this one.
There's a green one. Pull that green one out. Oh, good one.
And now this one.
Orange. Very nice. When you start making little changes to your life, not following a diet, not following some external thing that you get out of a book, but actually deciding on what to take on and when, knowledge comes with that, inevitably. Because you're thinking about, well, what am I ready to take on? You're thinking about the life you want to live, and that begins the process. So how about instead of worrying about weight loss out of the chute, how about developing yourself, your strength, your power, so that you're ready when that knowledge comes up, so that you're okay with knowing more about yourself. How liberating to learn something and have the strength to act on it.
And maybe life is letting people be just what they want to be. The door always must be left unlocked.
Look at how red my nose is.
So, honest, good batch.
Great.
I did pretty well, didn't I? I did though, right? You said it was a good batch.
It was really a good batch.
I do red beans and rice.
Yeah.
I can do the red beans and rice.